So I just watched the movie Chappie, and I liked it. So dead. But yeah, I liked it. Kind of, there were some hints of other films I'd seen, like Pinocchio or Johnny Five, Short Circuit. I meant Ghost in the Shell, even RoboCop. And but yeah, I do remember hearing like people's overall impressions of the film were negative. But I didn't understand why. So I mean, normally I try to avoid reviews, even trailers. Like if I start watching a trailer on my computer, I'll turn it off if I think it's like really interesting. I mean, even before it finishes, I go, okay, I'll eventually see this movie. It looks good. It looks interesting. Something I find interesting about it. Not even dignify you with fighting me. Send the monsters. So anyways, went to a site, Rotten Tomatoes, and I know with the name like Rotten Tomatoes, you're gonna find, people that are really cynical. But, it seemed like the main problem that people were having with the film was that it was kind of open-ended and it was kind of open-ended and, left you with questions at the end, which, was surprising because a lot of these reviewers, they seem to like, District 9, which is basically the filmmakers who made Chappie were behind District 9, and the ending of District 9 is very open-ended. And same thing, Elysium leaves you with questions as well, which is the next critical big budget. It wasn't even big budget. I mean, that's what they're known for, making these films that are small, but actually can bring in the dough. Anyways, kick this guy's ass. They start nitpicking a lot of things, but the main thing they find one fault, and then they start nitpicking at little things that don't even matter. Like they had some problems with some of the goofy things they were saying. Some of the characters said in the movie or how they acted, and they kind of were more or less, I don't know, maybe the attempts at being homages to RoboCop, and it got me thinking about why we even focus on negative reviews. And when you go to a site like Amazon, you look for a product, and you want to read about why you don't want to use it. Maybe it breaks in a month or two. To me, those are helpful. Negative reviews. You want to find that's kind of important. But when it comes to like media, I found like overall negative reviews are kind of baseless unless you have a really good idea of that particular reviewer. And a lot of these reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes these top reviewers were usually very negative. And I'm thinking like, I don't know why they're a top reviewer. I guess some people just want to read negative reviews, but I'm just saying like, you want to find somebody who kind of, this guy's totally useless, but whatever. You want to find someone who's, God, you're going to kill him. Shit. I'm totally gonna die if he gets some sort of critical hit. But yeah, you want to find someone who kind of is more or less, they jive with your own kind of history of games, or maybe they have the same sensibilities as you. Basically, you want to find someone who will approach a game almost like you would approach it, or media, any kind of media, really. And so that's how you're going to find out whether or not you're actually going to enjoy or not enjoy something. Basically, you want your opinion to match as closely as the reviewers as possible, even before you watch the review. So what I'm saying is, in my sleepy state here, is that basically it's like they're your surrogate. It's like if you sent somebody in to watch a movie for you and they didn't like it, basically you would know that, oh, I won't like it because this guy's I trust their opinion. And so really the idea is not really to look for any random review. It's to find a reviewer. You have to find a reviewer that you like, and then watch the reviews, because then they'll say, like, for the most part, their opinions are going to match your own. So yeah, find someone whose opinion is mostly going to match your own, and then, read the reviews, watch the reviews, whatever you're getting your reviews from, and yeah, then you'll, it doesn't really matter if they don't like, it matters if they don't like something. It matters if they like something, rather than just reading any random Joe's review. That's why I kind of liked EGM magazine back in the day, because the reviewers, they always had like these, these cool usernames. I'm not really reading this. But yeah, they would always have these cool names, and you'd kind of latch on to some guy at first, just maybe by their name or whatever, and then you start reading the reviews and you go like, oh, I like this guy. I like his personality, the way he or she, the kind of games they enjoy and dislike kind of matches your own. So anyways, yeah, find a reviewer that you like, and then read. I'm going to go to bed, but I think you guys get the point.